Hello fellow Valheim Vikings. Today we're going to build a pretty simple wood floor. The build uses ash wood and regular wood, so it's a floor for those later game builds and bases. I have prepared an area that is 26 times 26 meters using the 2 times 2 meter Groston build piece. Build an 8 times 8 square 2 meters in from the outer edge in each of the corners of the area. Like so. Place 4 temporary beams like this. The end of the last beam placed creates the snap point we'll use next. We're going to use this snap point to create another 8 times 8 meters square angled 45 degrees from the previous one, like this. You can remove the temporary beams as soon as you've used the snap point they created. Keep adding beams until you have an 8 times 8 meter square. Do this with all the 4 8 meter squares. When you're done, you should have something that looks like this. Now we're going to create smaller squares connecting the 8 meter ones. Make sure you're using the 8 meter squares or pieces properly aligned with them as snap points. The patterns won't add up if you don't. Repeat the same thing on all sides of the floor. Looks like I'm going to add beams for a bit, so I might just as well plug my own amazing, according to at least one friend, channel. If you like this stuff, then please consider dropping a like or a comment. Or if you really like it, subscribe. Thank you. And then we're going to add this thing to all the 4 small squares we just built. And then we're going to do something similar on the other end of the small squares, extending the pattern towards the middle of the floor. When you're done, you should have something that looks like this. Use the 1 meter ashwood beam to connect these corners like so. Use the 2 meter and 1 meter ashwood beams to connect the corners you just built with each other, creating a square in the middle of the floor. It doesn't really matter where you overlap the 1 and 2 meter beams here, just make sure you avoid any unwanted gaps. That's pretty much it regarding the beams part of the design. Now it's time to add floor pieces. Let's start in the middle with the 1 meter ashwood floor piece. You can rotate all the floor pieces in any way you like. I just went with what I like for this video. Place 2 meter wood pieces starting from the ashwood 1 meter pieces in the middle and keep placing them until you reach the outer edge of the floor. Do this in all 4 directions. Select the ashwood decorative window, push Q to change snap point to top 2, hold shift to place it using freehand. Make sure you place this as centered as you can, as it decides the placement of all the following ashwood decorative window build pieces. You could also leave these out, they aren't needed for the build, it's just a small detail that makes the joints between the different materials pop a little more. By the way, what do you call a can opener that doesn't work? A can't opener. Yep, I managed to squeeze a dad joke in there. Impressive, huh? Alright, we're almost done. Just some floor pieces and a frame for the floor left to build now. Select a 2-meter ashwood floor. Again, you can rotate these and play around with all kinds of patterns if you like. The one I'm using for this video is just one that I like. Cover the visible grouting areas with the ashwood. And for the grand finale, we're going to add a frame for this thing. I'm going to use the 2-meter ashwood beam, but you can use any beams you like. And here we are. The floor is done. Easy, right? Only one tiny piece had to be placed using freehand, the rest just clicked like snap, snap, snap. And as always, thanks for watching, and I hope you found something useful in this video. I'll see you all in the next one. It won't be another floor, I promise. Or do I? Bye!